on. So that's the way I see the financial stuff. I see it's very simple. You just invest in Bitcoin. You don't time it. You don't go in and out. You can look at it. Right now, Bitcoin's just not very interesting. It's not doing anything. And that's Bitcoin. But part of being a Bitcoiner is you don't trade your Bitcoin. You don't sell your Bitcoin. You don't buy your Bitcoin. You don't get too caught up in like options on Bitcoin or MicroStrategy or options on MicroStrategy or any of these things. You just hold your Bitcoin. Now, if you want to hold an ETF, hold an ETF. If you want to hold your Bitcoin in cold storage, hold your Bitcoin in cold storage. Both are fine, right? If you're just starting out, use a mobile wallet. Just if you don't have very much Bitcoin, you can hold it in a mobile wallet. By the way, you can hold your Bitcoin in Phantom Wallet on Solana. It's a decent Bitcoin wallet if you want. There's better ones. So that's Bitcoin.
In contrast to all other cryptocurrencies, Fred Krueger is convinced that Bitcoin is the asset with the highest liquidity. He contends that Bitcoin is the greatest store of value in the realm of digital assets because of its strong network security, institutional adoption, and deep liquidity. Bitcoin continues to dominate the market, outperforming all of its rivals, in contrast to other cryptocurrencies that are characterized by high volatility and rely on speculative storylines. Krueger cautions against pursuing short-term gains in altcoins, pointing out that the trust and decentralization of Bitcoin are absent from assets like Ethereum and Solana. He maintains that owning Bitcoin offers actual financial preservation, even though traders may look elsewhere for fast rewards. He thinks that Bitcoin will keep establishing itself as the most valuable asset in both traditional and cryptocurrency finance over time. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and enable post notifications if you have a strong interest in learning about the future of finance and the function of digital assets like Bitcoin. This will ensure that you never miss anything. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
And really, I just wanted to, I haven't really kind of laid out my hypothesis for people since I started talking the main points. And I just want to kind of reemphasize that I think for long-term savings, there's only one coin that you really ever need to buy, which is Bitcoin. It is the store of value. If you're going to put your money away in something for over a year, make it Bitcoin. Do not go into Cardano. Do not go into Ethereum. You may play around a little bit in Solana, but I would say really you have something that's perfect money, which is Bitcoin, which is going to do fantastic over a long period of time. Just guaranteed to do absolutely fantastic. Everything else is kind of risky. And so you have this sort of spectrum, right? On one hand, you have Bitcoin, which is perfect money, which is fantastic. And that should be how you measure your success in life, right? So, British Hodl, one of my fellow Bitcoiners always says, you just got to get to one Bitcoin. That's your goal, right? So I think if you're young, when I was in college, I was completely broke, in grad school, I was completely broke. And I couldn't possibly imagine having $100,000 in cash, which is one Bitcoin today. So I get it when people are like, well, I can only have one Bitcoin. It's crazy money. But that should be an objective for you to get to that one Bitcoin level. And there's under 1 million people on this planet who have one Bitcoin. So I would say that's really your goalpost, is to get to one Bitcoin. Once you got one Bitcoin, you've got some success in life. You exit a company, you're part of some startup, you're in a high position, paying position. You can try to get to 10 Bitcoin, right? And that's sort of that's sort of the next kind of level, right? You're going to have to be a little bit more lucky. You have to make the right moves. That's 100 Bitcoin. The next, probably the final level you ever get to, if you're ever lucky, is 1,000 Bitcoin. I'm just a little bit below that right now. But it's sort of like 100 Bitcoin is a great level. It's a kind of a dream level to get to. And I think that means pretty much your financial future is guaranteed for the rest of your life and for your children's life. It's enough for you and your progeny to go on. So that's the way I see the financial stuff. I see it's very simple. You just invest in Bitcoin. You don't time it. You don't go in and out. You can look at it. Right now, Bitcoin's just not very interesting. It's not doing anything. And that's Bitcoin. But part of being a Bitcoiner is you don't trade your Bitcoin. You don't sell your Bitcoin. You don't buy your Bitcoin. You don't get too caught up in like options on Bitcoin or MicroStrategy or options on MicroStrategy or any of these things. You just hold your Bitcoin. Now, if you want to hold an ETF, hold an ETF. If you want to hold your Bitcoin in cold storage, hold your Bitcoin in cold storage. Both are fine, right? If you're just starting out, use a mobile wallet. Just if you don't have very much Bitcoin, you can hold it in a mobile wallet. By the way, you can hold your Bitcoin in Phantom Wallet on Solana. It's a decent Bitcoin wallet if you want. There's better ones. So that's Bitcoin. At the other extreme, right? At the other extreme, we have meme coins. Okay? Now, meme coins are not investments. Now, what I say by that is, if you put your money in a meme coin and you go to sleep for a year and you wake up, you will not have any more money. Most probably, right? Most probably, you wait a year, your meme coin goes to zero. Okay, but that's okay. That's part of what meme coins are, right? Meme coins are kind of a cultural phenomena that happens for a brief period of time, and then it's not worth anything. Okay, you may get lucky and you may get in one of these cultural moments that actually kind of becomes kind of Shiba Inu or Doge. There are a few of these things that sort of just, for whatever reason, have kind of percolated out into something that's going to probably be worthwhile.
According to Fred Krueger, meme coins are like a game where early investors try to profit from the frenzy before values eventually plummet. He likens it to a game of zero-sum, in which some traders profit from timely sales while others lose. According to him, traders enter the market aware of the risks because it is controlled by explicit regulations. Krueger suggests that people who decide to trade meme coins regard it more like a form of amusement than a significant financial commitment. Although he admits that some traders like the momentary thrill they provide, he does not advise holding them for the long run. To remain up to date on the most recent developments in Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and the digital economy, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable post notifications.
So, the way I look at meme coins, I just want to give you my perspective on them, right? So, the way I look at it is, it's a game, right? So, it's a game, and you come into this game, and the game starts when somebody, somewhere, right, starts one of these coins, right? So they're going to start this coin off. They're going to throw a little Solana into it right at the beginning. Usually it's somewhere between 1 Solana and, 20 Solana, right? And what you will see is that the price that you get your Solana goes from the very beginning to the end, right? That price curve, you sort of think, well, that price curve seems like it goes up a lot, right? And you're looking at the market cap and it goes up quite a bit from the beginning. But in terms of price, it's not actually going up that much. Not actually even doubling from the very beginning to the end. It's going up about 60%. And then we have this very sort of bizarre bonding phenomena, right? Where the price just, once it migrates to radium, it will go up by 10x, right? So we're kind of around $80,000 in price, and we're around $20,000 in price, and then we go to basically about 100 grand, right? And so it takes 83 SOL to get to bonded, right? And so we're going to go up 5x, excuse me. So there's a lot of people have an incentive now to dump, but then after that, other people they can play that the coin's going to go up from there because the dumping is done. So this is part of the game, and everybody can play the game. And, in many cases, the game ends in one day. The game ends in one day. And, you could go to Pigcoin, and Pigcoin might be dead. Or not, right? People could sell Pigcoin, and Pigcoin comes back the next day, and it's big, right? And then if you look at some of these coins that have done pretty well, look at Pump.Fun, and you look at some of there are some coins that have some legs, right? And, Peanut the Squirrel, right? That coin still has $500 million market cap. Fart Coin has a $500 million market cap still. And both of those coins were billion-dollar coins, right? Now, should you buy Fart Coin? I think Fart Coin is going to be a pretty bad investment ultimately. So I kind of am interested in these things at the beginning of their lives, sort of like an early stage investor. I find that they're kind of more interesting. They're more interesting for trading. And look, I just think that they're fun. It's fun. It's a game, right? It's a little bit of a zero-sum game. So if I win, you lose, or if you win, I lose. But the rules are pretty clear, right? Everybody has the rules. We're playing the exact same board. Nobody has any sort of hidden advantages. You can try to rug me. I can try to rug you. Doesn't matter. I say pig coin. You go buy pig coin. You could sell pig coin. You say, Fred, you need to lock up your pig coin. Well, what about you? Are you locking up your pig coin? Because you may not, right? So listen, I think that's what it is.
According to Fred Krueger, the goal of meme coins is to make money before the inevitable sell-off. According to him, these coins typically have a modest initial investment, frequently in Solana, and have a steady price decline. Prices might increase somewhat at first, but after the coin becomes popular on sites like Radium, speculation can cause it to increase dramatically, sometimes by 5 or 10 times. However, a wave of selling usually follows this sharp increase, restarting the cycle. Krueger highlights that there are clear guidelines for meme coins, and everyone is aware that the game is speculative and short-term. He likens it to a game of zero-sum in which traders attempt to outsmart one another. Most meme coins eventually lose value. However, some are able to hold their value for a long time. Even well-known meme coins like as F-Coin and Peanut the Squirrel have seen a considerable decline in market capitalization over time. Krueger thinks meme coins should be viewed as high-risk speculation or amusement rather than long-term investments. While he admits that it can be exciting to locate early-stage coins, he cautions that finding a long-lasting one is like winning the lottery. His message is straightforward. If you're participating in the meme coin game, realize that it's only a game and not a sound financial plan. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications if you thought his viewpoint was helpful so you don't miss any updates. We'd love to know what you think about the future of cryptocurrency markets, so please share your ideas in the comments section. We appreciate your time and hope to see you in the next video.